Hi and welcome to another Watch Geek video. Today, we're reviewing what is probably the weirdest watch I ever featured on my channel. It's called Lankzet Royal Gormsson, and it is a hybrid between a mechanical and a smartwatch. But not just any mechanical, it is a tourbillon hybrid. Yes, you heard me right. The little opening at 7 o'clock is not just an open heart complication, but a real working tourbillon that does one full revolution every minute. The watch is a part of the Kickstarter campaign that is currently active, and I'll leave a link in the description so you can check it out. At $399 if you join the campaign, this is the world's most affordable tourbillon watch you can get. But there is a catch. The tourbillon, although working, is just a gimmick. It is in no way connected to the time function. In fact, the mechanical part of the watch is visibly separated from the electronic part, as it consists of a barrel, a couple of gears, and a tourbillon cage. That's it. You use the crown to wind the tourbillon mechanism, and off it goes. The crown is used only for that, so you cannot pull it out and you don't set up anything with it. If you forget to wind the watch, after a couple of days the tourbillon will stop, but it will not affect the watch in any way, as the main time is kept using a quartz movement that has Bluetooth capabilities, much like Bluetooth watches from Casio. Also, like Casio watches, this watch doesn't take the usual smartwatch approach, where you create a crippled phone for your wrist that you have to charge every day. But rather, it creates an enhanced wristwatch that uses technology to add functions to a regular watch. Thus, the battery lasts for years. As you would expect from this type of a smartwatch, you cannot get notifications of incoming emails, nor can you make calls with it. In fact, it is missing most of the features found in smartwatches today. It does have a step counter and a temperature sensor, but that's pretty much it when it comes to advanced functions. What it does have, however, are a range of regular timekeeping functions that you wouldn't expect on a simple-looking watch like this. So, it can display the battery level and how close you are to your daily activity goal using the outer percentage gauge. It has a full calendar with month and date, a stopwatch, and even a game of dice. The coolest trick, however, is the fact this thing has a moon phase function as well. But, unlike pretty much every other watch in existence, it doesn't have a moon phase disc, but rather the minute and hour hand align their circles to display the phase of the moon. So a full moon is displayed with both hands being exactly on top of each other. It is a brilliant way of using just hands to display such a complication. If you're wondering how it all works, here's how. These three symbols between the sun and Bluetooth are three function modes that you select using the upper button, and then you use the lower button to activate the display of that function. Or in the case of stopwatch, you use the lower button as a monopusher, meaning it starts the stopwatch with the first press, stops it with the second, and resets with the third. Now you're asking yourself, but there are only three modes on the dial and you just named about half a dozen functions. Well, in the app, you can assign 3 functions at a time to any function mode. So at any given time, you can only have 3 functions available. For instance, you can have a calendar with month and date, a stopwatch, and activity level. Then when you toggle the functions using the upper button and activate the selected functions using the lower button, the watch will use its hands to display the selected function and after about 20 seconds, return to timekeeping. If, instead of the activity level, you want moon phase, for example, you go into the app, change it, and send the settings to the watch. Again, pretty brilliant. But I do have one problem. Although the app is pretty straightforward, in my case, it just didn't want to find the watch, no matter how many times I tried. So even though I know how it all works, and actually like the way it's designed to work, I just couldn't make it work, which is a shame as I can't confirm that watch does everything they say it does. Please bear in mind though that I got a pre-production model, so one can expect certain defects and problems, while the end customer should get a product with these problems solved. I did report my problems to them and they said they will sort things out by the time watches are shipped to the customers. As for me personally, even though I prefer these types of smartwatches more than regular crippled phone smartwatches, I'm still not drawn to these enough to start wearing them. So for now, I will stay true to my G-Shocks and my mechanical watches. As for Tourbillon, as much as I do enjoy watching it spinning inside, knowing it's doing nothing functional kind of bothers me, and I would have preferred if they left it out completely, even though that is their main selling point. Well, that completes this week's review, so thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed and found it useful. If you did, please like and subscribe, and until the next video,